Hey, what's up guys? My name is Dallen, also known as Reality DL, and today we're going to be talking about E3, and it is coming up quick. We're going to be getting some E3 news this month, and while Nintendo hasn't officially confirmed they're coming, it's all but confirmed, as E3 themselves has stated that Nintendo will be there. However, usually Nintendo makes a tweet regarding the fact that they're going to be there. They've yet to do so, but I'm sure it will happen very shortly. Usually Nintendo's E3 confirmation tweet contains information on what they're going to be talking about at E3, and I wanted to talk about what I think they're going to be talking about at E3 today. So without any hesitation, furthermore, we're going to be talking about Nintendo's E3 2021. I went ahead and did the job of separating my thoughts into 3 separate categories: guaranteed, maybes, and impossible news, but I sure as hell want it. We're going to be starting with guaranteed, and of course I am a Smash Brothers YouTube channel. It wouldn't be the same if I didn't talk about Smash Bros. I wanted to start off by saying in Sakurai's most recent Famitsu column, he said that we only have 2 fighters left. This kind of doubles down on the fact that we only have fighter 2 remaining, but there was that Nintendo website leak that had the bonus DLC fighter. We could very well be seeing an extra DLC fighter later this year or next year. It's dangerous speculation, but it definitely is in the realm of possibility. I, however, wouldn't expect it. Please don't go into E3 expecting the reveal of another fighter. That being said, I think that the best case scenario is that we're going to be getting a double reveal. However, I don't see this happening. With only 2 fighters remaining, I think we're going to get one big reveal. The question remains, who is that character going to be? And I have 3 candidates that I really think it's going to be. First off, I want to say, our previous 2 fighters have been Sephiroth and Pyramithra, both Japanese characters. When it comes to Smash DLC, we see a wide variety of Japanese, Western, and a bunch of other types of characters. And I think considering the fact that we haven't seen a Western character since Steve, and before Steve we haven't seen one since Terry, it's been a good while since we've had a Western DLC character. I am very, very confident our next character is going to hail from the Western region. That being said, I think our #1 candidate should be Crash Bandicoot. He is an American idol, which everyone has wanted in Smash Brothers. It just feels like he's missing, and I've been speculating about Crash's inclusion in Smash for months now. He is definitely a big Western character, and E3 is a Western event. It really just makes sense for Crash to finally get in. If Crash is gonna get in, this is his time to shine. But of course, Crash is the obvious pick, and we all know Nintendo, they don't love the obvious pick. They go out there and find some random character that not a lot of people are expecting and just throw it at you, which is something I really, really love. This leads me into my next character, one that, while a few people are thinking about, isn't on a lot of people's minds right now. That's gonna be Master Chief. Master Chief is a big Western pick, and another Microsoft reveal, which we've consistently seen E3 Microsoft reveals. This is something that could definitely happen. I think Master Chief is definitely the pick to represent Xbox as a whole. Master Chief is a gaming icon. That in itself is undeniable. The only hole I could see in this plan is, while Crash is wanted by Western and Japanese fans, it seems that Master Chief is really only wanted by Western fans. Not a lot of Japanese fans are asking for Master Chief, and it seems in fact a lot of Japanese fans don't want him in. So that could throw a hole in this. Out of Crash and Master Chief, I do think Crash has a higher shot, just because he has more appeal. But Master Chief seems more the Nintendo pick. It would also be really cool to see another FPS character in, considering Steve is the only one we've gotten, and Steve Games doesn't have a lot of guns and all that junk. There's a third character that I could definitely see making the cut, and it's a reveal and a character I don't think a lot of people are expecting, which is great. This is a very Nintendo character pick, and something I could definitely see happening, and it would be seamless going into our next other guaranteed. Can you imagine if the E3 presentation starts with the cave that Link and Zelda were in, and all of a sudden Zelda is in trouble, Link comes to save her, and Zelda saves herself or something like that, and our next Smash character is Zelda from Breath of the Wild 2. It would be interesting to see 2 versions of the same character in Smash Brothers, and that's something I could definitely see Nintendo wanting to do to promote Breath of the Wild 2. It's very speculative that Breath of the Wild 2 is going to have Zelda as a playable character, and I think there's going to be a skill tree or something like that that kind of goes hand in hand with how Zelda's going to play in Smash Brothers. Zelda's also a Japanese and Western character, with appeal coming from both sides, and it would seamlessly promote Breath of the Wild 2, so yeah, there's a lot going for Breath of the Wild 2 Zelda. Regardless, I think it is going to be one of these 3 characters, and I don't see it being anyone else. But we all know Nintendo and their surprises, so I can't wait to get surprised by someone who isn't one of these 3 characters. So with all of that Smash Bros. Stuff out of the way, let's talk about our next guaranteed game, and that's going to be Breath of the Wild 2. Generally, when a game is revealed to be in development, I don't expect to see anything about that game for a long while. However, Aonuma said earlier in an Age of Calamity Direct that we are going to be seeing Breath of the Wild 2 news this year. E3 is one of Nintendo's biggest presentations of the year. I don't see them not talking about Breath of the Wild 2 at all. Breath of the Wild took years to get made, but now that the engine is done and we have all the models and all of that junk, all that's left now is to actually make the game. And this is something that should be able to be done in a relatively short amount of time. With it also being Zelda's anniversary this year, I don't see them just not talking about Breath of the Wild 2 at all. Plus, Aonuma promised we would do something this year. It would be a massive missed opportunity if they didn't say anything about Breath of the Wild 2 at E3. So, Smash and Zelda. I think those are going to be the 2 main things this Direct has to offer, but I think we're going to see a lot of other stuff. On to the maybe category, and we're going to start off with some speculation. So, a while back, there were rumors of a 2D Donkey Kong game in development. I think that we're going to get that reveal this year at E3. I think we're going to see a brand new 2D Donkey Kong game that takes inspiration from Donkey Kong 64 and Donkey Kong Country for the SNES. We're long overdue a new Donkey Kong game, with the last one being Tropical Freeze, which released on the Wii U, and Nintendo hasn't really messed with their legacy games like Kid Icarus, WarioWare, and all that junk, so I could definitely see Nintendo giving Donkey Kong just a little bit of the spotlight. Plus, with Rare's tease a while back when Reggie left, yeah, I could definitely see a new Donkey Kong game getting announced this year. Next up, we're going to be talking about hardware, which is something I generally don't like to talk about or speculate about because whatever happens, happens. It doesn't really affect me too much. With rumors of a Switch Pro resurfacing recently, and news of a reveal supposedly happening sometime before E3, we're getting really close, and E3's right around the corner. I wanted to clarify, I don't think we're going to be getting a Switch Pro reveal at E3. The only time that hardware's ever been revealed at E3, as far as I'm aware, was the 3DS, and that was a console revision. I guess the Switch Pro would also be a console revision, but I just don't see them revealing hardware at E3. It's just not something E3 usually dwells on. But regardless, I did want to mention the possibility of them revealing the Switch Pro or them talking about something related to the Switch hardware. It's possible, just unlikely in my opinion. The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD also releases this year, which is going to be a super interesting game to play, and I don't see them not talking about that. I can also see them talking about Breath of the Wild 2, Skyward Sword. I can see them shoehorning in a collection of Wind Waker HD and Twilight Princess getting revealed right now. I definitely think that's something that could happen. It's not impossible. It would be an interesting reveal, and a collection like that would definitely capture the interest of a lot of Zelda fans and would be a great way to celebrate the anniversary. It would also give Zelda fans something besides Skyward Sword HD to look forward to before the eventual release of Breath of the Wild 2, which probably won't be released for another 2 or 3 years. Something I don't see a lot of people talking about either is the Metroid Prime collection, which has been rumored for years. I think we could finally see some news on that collection coming this year at E3. I'd love if they talked about Metroid Prime 1, 2, and 3 would come to Switch in one final big collection. People like Emily Rogers have been leaking this kind of stuff for years, so this could definitely be the time and the place to finally talk about that. And real quick, I wanted to briefly mention the possibility of there being Mario Kart 9 or Super Mario Party 2. Mario Party 2 actually recently added an online feature, which I think might have been a way to test out how their servers are running on a game like Mario Party, and I think that that could kind of lead to the reveal of Mario Party 2 with full online functionality. And we just haven't had a lot of Mario Kart stuff since Mario Kart 8's DLC, and that's been a good while. I could definitely see them bringing up a new Mario Kart game, or maybe Mario Kart 8 DLC, or something along those lines. Some other games that are coming out pretty soon that we do have release dates for are Mario Golf Super Rush. I can definitely see them out giving like a 5-minute tidbit about how great it is, or something like that. And Pokemon Diamond and Shining Pearl. We now have official release dates for those games, that being November, and I'm not really excited for them. They're definitely not what I wanted. I'll probably still be purchasing them just because I love Diamond and Pearl so much. I'm hoping for news that like maybe they're redoing some of the 3D models. That would be great. Or they're handing it off to another team or something. But yeah, I can definitely see us getting news on those two. Real quick, something I did want to talk about, and I'm editing this one in post after everything. I definitely could see us getting a like N64 Virtual Console. No one's talking about it. Everyone's forgotten about Virtual Console. I could see us getting like an N64 Virtual Console, Nintendo Switch Online thing, getting revealed at E3, and everyone's like, what? You know, because that'd be a crazy reveal. All right, bye. And finally, onto our final segment, the games that are impossible, but I would love to see them. You know I gotta start them out with Mother 3. I would love if we could get Mother 3 and Earthbound on the Switch. It probably won't happening, but with Earthbound trending on Twitter, who knows? I would just absolutely love to see Mother 3 playable on the Switch in any way. I know it probably won't happen, but it's just something I would love to see done. But yeah, as I just stated, it's not gonna happen. It's Mother 3. It's been teased for years by Reggie, and then Reggie left, and it's not gonna happen. And finally, this is my final topic on the video, my final subject. I wanted to talk about the fact that I don't think we're gonna see any Bayonetta 3 news, simply because all that we've gotten was an update that said that development's going well. All that we've gotten so far was a logo reveal, so I just don't see us getting any news on Bayonetta 3, or Splatoon 3 for that matter. Splatoon 3 was just recently revealed. I don't think that they're gonna have a whole section on that, or even bring up Splatoon 3 at all. I think it was one of those things that they've revealed it. Now we're gonna have to wait a little bit for everything else to get done, and then we're gonna focus on Splatoon 3 when that can be the main focus. I don't think that they can do something as big as Splatoon 3 and Breath of the Wild 2 in one E3. I just don't see that happening. Finally, I wanted to talk about Metroid Prime 4. And yeah, it's kind of a mess. A while back they had to restart development, but it's been a few years since then, and I could definitely see Nintendo actually, and I know I'm probably gonna get a lot of hate for this, or you're gonna be like, nah, that would never happen. I could definitely see Nintendo having a small, very small teaser trailer on Metroid Prime 4, just like how Breath of the Wild 2 got a small teaser trailer, which kind of showed Link and Zelda. I could see something like that with Metroid Prime 4, and them saying that since development's restarted, it's been smooth sailing, and that Metroid Prime 4 is looking to be the best Metroid Prime game yet, or something like that, and maybe that could coincide with the earlier, where I was talking about Metroid Prime Collection. I could definitely see something like that happening. I know a lot of people aren't expecting that. A lot of people have given up hope on getting any Metroid Prime news, and I think that's why this would be the perfect time to reveal that. So yeah, that's all I have to talk about for E3. As you can probably tell, I'm not feeling super great. I'm sick. I'm starting college pretty soon. As I talked about in my last video, I'm not going to be able to make as many videos as I used to. I'm working full-time as a game developer now, which is awesome. Definitely a lot more news coming in on that eventually. So yeah, don't expect a lot of videos from me, and the ones you are gonna get probably aren't gonna be scripted like this one. So yeah. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate every single one of you guys. If you guys did like this video or you wanted to discuss it, the comments are 100% open. Please tell me what you guys thought. Do you guys have any other maybe surprises we could see? So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.